Hi folks, it's about 8 o'clock in the evening. It's the Thursday the 27th of December. I've been working all day doing readings for people, catching up with end of the year stuff, and I've been watching the astrological clock, and literally in the last minute or so, literally at about 8 p.m, 8:01, 8:02, something like that, UK time, the moon has just this second moved into Cancer. As soon as it's done so, it's moving opposite the Sun and Pluto, and 12 hours from now, around about 8 a.m. UK time tomorrow morning, it'll be full moon, maybe 9 a.m. and the full moon will also be opposite Pluto and square Uranus. This is the final one of 4 trigger points that I'm suggesting are in many ways encapsulating and summarizing the last 4 years. The Uranus-Pluto square has dramatically challenged the lives of those born in the last 10 days, or the period of the 21st to the 29th anyway, of March and June and September and December. And this is now drawing to a close. And it does seem that the last 6 months are summarising a great deal of things. This would have reached closure point a couple of months ago, and now we're seeing ending time. This is a time of ending. The full moon is often seen as a time of closure, a time of reaping, a time of grabbing things while they're at their best or their biggest. The full moon opposite Pluto, that's a bit scary. It does talk of very deep, subterranean, unconscious and subconscious urges, borderline psychopathic, certainly psychological. And you can't go believing everything you're being told today and the next 24-36 hours. There's a degree of disempowerment, of manipulation technique, of emotional guilt tripping. All of these things come along with the moon opposite Pluto. It's not fear, it's phobia. Not fear, because fear is quantifiable. I'm scared of this, I'm scared of that. Phobia is when you don't know what it is you're scared of, you just know you're scared. And at the moment, yes, there's a big potential for a lot of phobia based on pre-7-year-old indoctrinations, for most of us anyway. And there does seem to be a pretty big scale across the board, a good 2% of people at the moment. There's a lot of serious closure around. There's a lot of endings in a number of shapes and forms, some of it being done kicking and screaming, and some of it being done with the epitome of nobility. If you're dealing at this time with closure and with endings, then this is the time to actually close the door. This is the time to get the metaphorical scalpel out and to let go. It's full moon. Tomorrow's another day, but I'll tell you what, the day after that is something else. And by the time we're into the new year, it's going to be a very, very different energy. But right now, in many ways, this full moon is the last gasp of 2012. 2012 has been a difficult year. It really has. 2013 is not going to be easy, but it's going to be a lot lighter and a lot less heavily charged. There will come 1 or 2 periods in 2013. I've got one particular one in the high summer, late July, early August, but it's a kicker. But compared to 2012, it'll be more. 2013 will be much less high intensity, and where it is extreme, it will be more extreme. But in general, for individuals, it's going to be a better year. So, with that prospect in mind, I'll catch you in the morning, just probably about the moment of full moon. Have a good night.